Alright, welcome to the next turn in Battle for the Ardennes. This will be the December 16th p.m. turn. Battle for the Ardennes SPI games 1978. And we're playing that Clervaux scenario here, which can potentially take us all the way to Bastogne. We'll see if it gets that far. Some rules, housekeeping I want to do real quick. First off, there was errata as of 3/16/2020. A viewer had mentioned this, so I pulled it down and I wanted to review it real quick, make sure I hadn't made any mistakes. So real quick, we're on map D actually for Clervaux, so these don't apply. This is just a remark that if there's two roads in a hex, the unit has to indicate which road they're on, and they can't jump roads and move at road movement rate. Clarification on verbiage, armored battalions, reconnaissance battalions, and then this clearly identifies actually only the U.S. units that have no zone of control unless they're improved or in a town. So it'll be U.S. 2-6 armor battalions, 2-7 recon, and there's 3 British armor regiments. Mixing of nationalities. Units of different nationalities may not participate in the same attack. Let's see, E result for armor. Clarification there. Division may not get divisional integrity if stacking with another nationality. Same nationality for barrage attacks for the adjacent unit. Now this is a big one. Allied player may combine as many in-range U.S. artillery as they wish. So the Germans get this at the beginning of the game, but the U.S. gets it all the time. Again, can't mix nationalities for final protective fire. Here they talk about blowing bridges. If you want to prevent an enemy unit from trying to blow a bridge, and it's not adjacent, just using its ZOC, then if you can get in between them and the bridge, you can stop them. Forced march I'm not using, and then this last one is all Belgian stuff, which I don't need right now. So, barring any updated errata at least. The big one here is this barrage attacks for the US. They can be combined. So, and this is available on the BGG site if you're interested. Now, the big event for this turn is building bridges. I did want to cover that real quick. It boils down to, for the Germans, only their engineer units can build bridges in 1944. And if you're next to a river hex site in the build segment of the owning player's movement phase, that's right here, can place a bridge building on top of it, and a unit with a bridge building on top of it can't move, so it's got to spend its whole turn there. And then during the bridge building phase down here, during the bridge phase, it's completed and can move freely next turn. Treated like bridges. Units with a bridge building also marker on them can't attack. Can't border a hex side that borders an enemy. Wait, bridges may be built across a hex side that borders an enemy controlled hex, just not an enemy hex. An enemy unit. They have to be pushed away during the turn. Let's see. And then they talk about bridge blowing. So, if we look at the map here, there are, I believe I've got one engineer unit here, one here, one uselessly back here. You'll know what I mean when I say that. And then there is actually one more engineer down here, a regular foot engineer. And I don't see any more. So, looks like 3 mech and 1 foot engineer are available to build bridges. So that's something to focus on. And it looks like the only 2 that are in positions right now to build bridges are here and here in this turn. The problem is Why would I want to build a bridge here? I'd really want to build a bridge here. So this guy needs to move down. And this guy can't move to get there this turn to build next turn. So we've got a ford here, build a bridge here. Looks like build a bridge here would be my call. I don't know what building a bridge here would allow, especially since the 26th Volks Grenadier can cross the river using all their movement. So, with that said, let's go ahead. I think that's what I wanted to copy. We're on the second turn now. So, per the special rules, I believe the Germans can do everything. Now, let's not go that far. Here we go. Let me clean up my German player may use. Okay, that's not it. On game turn 1, only one German. On game turn 2, no special restrictions on Germans. Only U.S. mech units, not artillery, and the unit that was moved in game turn 1 may be moved. And they may attempt to blow bridges starting that turn, which tells me there's some eligible places to build bridges here now. Blow them. Like this unit would like to blow this bridge. This unit could take a shot. 1 to 3. This unit would be 1 to 4. And I don't think there's any way, unless the Germans attack, there's no way to slow them down here. So, let's pull up the sequence of play and see what we're going to do here. So supply, Germans are in supply the first 6 turns. No divisional loss of supply until the 9th turn. So nothing there, and it looks like all U.S. units are currently in supply since they're pretty much on roads that have paths to the north edge of the map board. No air power, and we are now in the building segment. Germans have no need for building improved positions, but let's see if it is here. Didn't look here. Bridge destroyed, bridge repair marker. Okay, that looks like the right marker. Let's see what it looks like if I flip it. It's a bridge. So, looks like he can go halfway here. I think what we'll do is we'll just delete the unit. Delete the blown bridge here. So he's going to build a bridge. Now the question is, Panzer layer can get across. Well, if I build a bridge here, what is that? Anyway, let's see. Yeah, that's the only 2, and there's no improved positions or Germans are going to attack. The only unit who could build something is right there. Alright, first decision point. I'm going to move this guy down here to build next turn because this guy can't get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't get there in time. I can't put him in march mode. He's not on a road either. Kind of uselessly positioned in this guy. He could move 18. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll have to check that. And then he could build it next turn, maybe. No, he can't. He can't build what he's in bridge mode, so that guy's going to move down. So we're done with the build phase. The next phase now is the battery segment. So let's look at artillery. Just realized I didn't have to put these in last turn, but this turn I definitely do. They're not in range of anybody, so they're ready to move. 1, 2, 3. So these units are out of range. And this guy. 1, 2. No, this guy I'm going to leave. 1, 2, 3. He can help with that attack. 2, 3. He can't help, so he's going to stay in battery. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, he's got nobody in range. And then this guy, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He can help with that attack. So he'll stay there. This guy, 1, 2. Yeah, but they're not going to attack there. So I will leave him. And I don't even know if I want to attack here. I think we'll just keep that there. Alright, so that's the battery phase. Now we've got mode adjustment. Units can go in travel mode if they're not stacked and they're on a road. Trying to decide here. I don't see any advantage putting anybody in travel mode except this engineer here. I've got this guy right here. Would he have... Where would it make sense for him to... He could come here and build a bridge. And then these guys can come, but they're not very strong here. I'm not going to put anybody in travel mode. So now we are in the movement segment of the turn. And first off, these guys are going to close up. And I believe this guy 1, and that's a broken hex 2-3. He's going to go here. Yep, he goes here, he goes here. Oh, I could have put the artillery units in travel mode. Well, they're going to have to ford from here too. And it'd take forever to get across here. So, let's see. Alright, I went ahead and did all the movement for the Germans. So let's review what happened here. 116th and the 560th Volksgrenadier are going to try again here. All their forces this time. Let's see. Moving down here, you see the rest of the 2nd Panzer stacking up on the road here, waiting for the bridge to be built, while the Panzer Grenadier Regiment here is just holding it off. I don't see good odds. This is actually a town here, so I don't see a good attack here, but 26th Volksgrenadier have crossed the river and are going to attempt to attack here with supporting artillery, the rest of the 26th coming up behind it. And Panzer Lehr is finally moving its way through the woods, setting up to come across. So we'll have both 2nd Panzer and Panzer Lehr hopefully streaming across this bridge. Coming down here, I did move the engineer here to build a bridge, but that'll be next turn. And then here, the rest of 5th Fallschirmjäger, this guy's set up to move across, kind of screening, and then of course they're going to get support from the 352nd Infantry, so we're going to get an attack here, and the rest is coming across, and I think we got artillery support. We're actually going to try, it looks like, an attack across here also, with the 276th, and then coming down here. Sorry about this artifact here on my screen. Don't know how to get rid of it. We do see the 212th kind of concentrating here to defend, and I'm just screening here. Don't think there'll be any movement here. So let's go ahead and move back up to the top of the board, which would of course be the western part of the board if I get my orientation right. And let's see how this goes. All of this is halved. So I'm going to do it unit by unit. That's 3, 6, 10, 12, 14 to 6. 14 to 6 is 2 to 1, but we go to 3 to 1 with divisional integrity. And I don't think the Germans get that one shift anymore. Game turn 1, yeah. So I think it's 3 to 1. 2 to 1, and no artillery. So it's 3 to 1. Actually, these artillery units need to move. I'm going to move them that way. So let's pull out the CRT and see what we get here. 3 to 1. And we're attacking into, this time it's light wood. So we've got 3-to-1 light wood. Yep, and let's see what the handy dandy dice roller says. That's not good. Nothing. Man, these guys are having problems. They've held them off. 28th. 112th Regiment of the 28th has stymied them. I think I got that right. 3-to-1. Light woods. And they rolled a 5 using this one. Oh, we get an engaged. Okay, so we do get engaged. Let's make sure both... Oh! Both sides must lose 1 step and remain in place. No retreat or advance is possible. Ooh, that's actually not. Okay, that unit goes there. And of course they're going to lose that guy. So not quite as bad as, well, as a regular engage. Let's make sure 3-to-1 using this one. 5 is engaged. Both steps. Okay. So, we're putting up quite a defense here, but they're taking losses on this ford. No attack here, but we do have an attack here. 7 and 6 is 13. Let's make sure there's nothing lurking there. 13, it's light wood, improved position. But they've also got this guy, so they got 18. 18 to 2 is 9 to 1. And then you shift down 2 is 7 to 1 in light woods. Okay, so that is a big attack. 7 to 1 in light woods puts us right there. Let's roll the dice here. Ooh, that's 3 steps. Attacking units are only infantry, they can only advance 1. So this guy, I believe 3, I believe he can just go, he's just going to run away. There's no road nearby, but it doesn't matter. Where would I need him? Well, he'd go here. Well, he could go 1, 2, 3. He can go that way, all along here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's nice. 1, 2, 3. That's a good place to be. That means these units can advance. So I think we'll advance him here. And then plain foot infantry can only advance into the hex vacated. So that clears that road. But they're not pushing there yet. Then we've got this guy, he's not attacking, but these are. That's 6, 10, that's 5 to 1. That's pretty much 5 to 1 in light wood. And I don't think, wait, 1, 2, 3. No, I got that guy. So I'm going to use the artillery there. 6, 10, 13 to 2 is 6 to 1 in light woods. So this is a little lower. It's there. There's nothing else that can be done. Yep, 6 to 1 in light woods. Three light woods. That's a 2-step loss. He's got to go here. And that's across the river. And then here. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. And then they can advance. And I think they will. To there. Okay. And then this dangerous attack here. 3, 6, 9, but they're halved. 2, 4, 6. 6 and 5 is 11. 11 to 3 is just short. 3 to 1, but we get a shift for 4 to 1 for divisional integrity. So, but 4 to 1. Oh wait, that's Hoffalaya. That's Beaufort. 4 to 1. That's a town. So that would go to 2 to 1, and that would be here. Alright, well, the advantage of playing solo is that's not a good attack. So let's move that guy there and they don't attack. Okay, I think that's all the attacks now. Okay, so if we look at our phases here, that's all the attacks. I'm going to remove the moved markers. And we now come to the bridge phase. And at this point, only one bridge is built. Let's see, let's get rid of this. I think I can do this. And let's see if I can move this guy. Yeah, there's a bridge there, so I'm just gonna, yeah. Alright, so there is the first bridge across the Ore River, right there. That they're gonna run right into enemy zone of control. So I don't know how much they're gonna be able to take advantage of that. Next turn, maybe this will be rebuilt. And that's about it. So that is the end of the German turn. They're having problems here, but one more engage result and they'll win. So I don't know if this guy really wants to stay here. I guess this guy could come up and reinforce him. That would be fun. But now we've got a problem here. These guys, and he can move his infantry, so he could go, let's see. I think he can go, how much is heavy woods for infantry? Okay, they're going to have to pay 2 for that. So he could go 2, 3, and then make room for everybody else piling across, unless it's reinforced. This is Clervaux. We got a 2 shift though. We could put more units in there. Alright, like I said, that should be the end of the German turn. So let's go ahead and take a look at the US turn real quick. All that can move are mech. And this guy. So let me take a look at that. Alright, before we do the Allied turn, we look at 962, consult following order of priorities for retreat into a vacant non-enemy controlled, not across an unbridged river Hackside, into a friendly occupied non-enemy controlled, not across a bridge, across a bridge. So let's look at these again. I believe this guy had a 3 result. Let's do that. So this guy was back here. This guy was here. Okay. So to follow it, he can't go here. Can't go here, so he can go here or here. So if he goes here, though, then he can go here. And then he can go here. I guess you can do that. 1, 2, 3. So this is an interesting situation. Yeah, so maybe that is legal. 1, 2, and now he could retreat there. 3. 1, yeah. Unless he went this way, then he could go 1, 2, 3. So the question would be, does he have to avoid the river the whole time or not? I'm still going to go with this. And then we have this guy from here. He retreated 2. And if I read this right, he was there, and actually this is along the road, so this, yeah, he'll go there first. Wait a minute, he can't go there. Hold on. So I'm sorry, I missed these retreat priorities here. He's got to go 2. So, actually, he can't go here. He can't go here. He has no choice. He has to go here. And then, he can go here or here. He has to go there. Okay, so that's... Yeah, this is the only one that I'm not sure of up here. I mean, was he allowed to kind of back himself into a corner? Oh, and then this guy advances. My bad. I think it was here, and so he went 1, 2, and then he had no choice. 3. So I'll let that one ride. Alright, so I have cleared that up. Now we've got to figure out how the U.S. is going to move. Alright, the Allied turn, U.S. turn, supply, air power, building. Do we want to... Actually, I do. Okay, this one just got placed. I don't want to get confused here. Oh, the following building segment, this one flips. So that one's okay. Don't think this can occur in a zone of control. Let's see. This guy can't build because he's not going to work. Because he's in zone of control. Let's see if there's anywhere else that wants to build. This guy's stuck here, covering here. But I could build here. I should have built here last turn, honestly. Let's do that. I'd love to reposition this group, but they're screening. Okay. And I don't think this completes. I'll check that real quick. Yep, there it is. If a unit with an improved position building marker on it is placed in an enemy zone of control at any time, the marker is removed. So I should have removed that earlier, to be honest. Delete marker. Okay, so let's see what we got going here. Now this guy's building. This guy finished. Those guys are done. This 2-3 out in the middle of nowhere. I don't see a reason to build an improved position out here. And these guys I just placed. I should have placed them last turn. But we'll leave them there. So now we've got the U.S. movement, and they can only move their mech units. So this guy's going to go 3-6. Get on the road. This guy's stuck here. I don't know if I like that, but the only the unit I can move. I can move this guy, but he's going to just stay there until the bitter end. And I'm going to take a calculated risk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know about this. I'm going to put him in Clervaux because the Germans are still stuck, which means I'm not going to try and blow this bridge yet because he needs a retreat path. Now, let's see if there's any other bridges I want to blow here. Yeah, no combat for the U.S. But there's a whole slew of bridges, well, here that we may want to blow. Probably this one. Now they're coming up here. And maybe this one, which will, well, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't blow these yet, but I could blow this one. And that's going to be a 1-4 since he's, I believe he's adjacent. I think that's the only bridge. I'm going to hold off on that one. That's a calculated risk. Hoping I can hold Clervaux long enough and then fall back and blow it. So why would I want to blow that bridge? It takes them the wrong way. This is the bridge that we want to blow, but I'm not ready to blow it yet. so there's no bridges to blow. Okay, guess I talked myself out of it. Alright, so that's the end of the second turn, the end of December 16th. And yeah, the Germans are stuck here. They finally got their bridge here, and they're pushing across here. So, and let's look if anybody has any big reinforcements coming. Not yet. Alright, so that is the end of turn 2. So, if you've listened, thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this, please click like, subscribe for the next one, and again, if you have any corrections or I made any mistakes, please let me know, and I will correct them. But it looks like slow going so far for the Germans. I may read up to see how far they actually got in the first day. This actually may be realistic. So anyway, see you at the next recording for the morning of December 17th, 1944. Thanks for listening.